Mr. Trump going to the border, the presidential contender arriving in Laredo, Texas, to visit the U.S.-Mexico border. The day began with controversy, not unusual, when the union representing Border Patrol agents backed out of a formal tour. Trump responding to reports also of a possible third-party run. Take a listen.
I want to run as a Republican. I think I'll get the nomination. We'll see soon enough, but I think I'll get the nomination. The best way to win is for me to get the nomination and run probably against Hillary. Hillary is the worst, look, easily. She's the worst Secretary of State in the history of our country. She's going to be beaten, and I'm the one to beat her.
Never mincing words, the Donald. The panel is back. Tony Sayegh from Jamestown Associates and a Fox News contributor. Carrie Sheffield from Forbes, and David Paul Kuhn, a former senior writer for Politico, author of the new book, What Makes It Worthy. Tony, Carrie broached the subject of whether or not the Donald might actually be working for Hillary, because if he runs as a third-party candidate, we would definitely have a 1992 repeat like Ross Perot, which would hand the election over to Hillary, right?
Hillary's capping out at 46, 47% in most polls. She has a 95% name saturation. It's very hard to imagine a scenario in which Hillary Clinton actually in a general election matchup against almost any Republican, thank you, sir, gets more than...
We just took your shades off your head. Go ahead.
My future's so bright, I got to wear them. It gets more than that. So therefore, when you introduce a third-party person into the mix, and one like Trump who could finance a real
straight
campaign.
Up, you heard the rumors all day today, Charlie Gasparini. Do you think there's some sort of conspiracy where Trump is working for Hillary?
No. I highly doubt it. I don't think he's that disciplined.
All right,
to have a conspiracy.
Let's talk about what happened at the border today, because you had all these Hispanic Americans surrounding Donald Trump, him saying that Mexican Americans love America. We should point out, by the way, I know a lot of people don't like to hear this. The Donald certainly doesn't. But this is a guy who hires more illegal immigrants. I used to work in the restaurant business, and there are more illegal immigrants in the restaurant business, casino business, than perhaps any other particular business, maybe construction as well, which, of course, also the Donald is involved in. He hires a lot of illegal immigrants, right? Is there any hypocrisy there?
Well, yeah, I'm actually curious how strongly he uses E-Verify, which is the system to check an immigrant. Somebody should dig into that. I'm curious. Yeah. Well, although I did hear some Mexicans or Hispanics were angry in Maryland at one of his hotel projects, and they're not going to work for him.
Right.
You know, it's interesting that it was Latinos that he brought around him, because Cesar Chavez, who was a very well-known labor leader, he was very anti-illegal immigrant as well. He was very pro-legal immigrant.
So
you can't throw in the rich.
Absolutely. Hey, my wife is a legal immigrant, and she's very against illegal immigrants as well. David, do Democrats love this? What's going on?
Yeah, without a doubt, Donald Trump is a gift to Hillary Clinton. And absolutely, we can't say it enough. If he were to go third party, Hillary Clinton will be the next president.
Well, we know that, but even what he's doing now...
Even what he's doing right now, first of all...
Some people say it's good for the Republicans. It collects their hardcore base. You say no.
It's not good for the Republicans. It's certainly awful for Ted Cruz and Rand Paul. It takes that Washington energy. What's also interesting about what you bring up is that at the when the primary debates start, Trump will have to answer some of these questions about hypocrisy, and Ted Cruz might pose that. If there's time,
remember there are 10 people on the panel. There may not be time to ask. There certainly won't be any follow-up questions. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you coming.